What's up all the people on the internet? My name is Malo and this is DailyPlus. Hello everyone once again and welcome back to DailyPlus, your favorite show about everything Eurovision. So today we got some Eurovision news, some Junior Eurovision news, we have some Junior Eurovision trivia, and of course we're listening to the song of the week. So let's get started. And we are starting with the news that we finally know the name of the participant that Armenia is going to send to Stockholm next year for the Eurovision Song Contest. And it is 29-year-old model and singer Levta. There's been a bunch of rumors over the last couple weeks ever since Armenia announced that they were going to have a female singer this year. But now they've officially said who's gonna represent them. However, this is only the singer, the song has yet to be decided. An Armenian broadcaster has now opened up for songwriters from all over the world to send in their song for their artist. However, when they're going to decide this song and when we're going to find out more about Armenia's participation, that has yet to be revealed. What do you think of Armenia's choice? Let us know down below. We also now know the 30 acts that's going to be represented in the Albanian festival in December this year. Albania is using their usual method to select their artist and song for next year's Eurovision Song Contest, and now the 30 acts have been revealed. While there of course are a bunch of newcomers, there are also a couple familiar faces. For example, the Albanian singers from 2006 and 2013 are both bidding to represent the country once again. As well as that, there are also a bunch of familiar faces who have participated in the festival before, and who knows, this might be the lucky year. This year Albania was represented by Elhaida Deni and her song I'm Alive. It did reach the final, but despite being one of the internet's favorites, it didn't manage to break into top 10. Now for some Junior Eurovision news, because the Bulgarian broadcaster has officially announced the format for this year's postcards. The postcard will show the adventures of 3 teenagers who is going all around Bulgaria. In the beginning of each postcard, the singer from the country that they're representing will be showing one of their favorite places from their own country. And the 3 teenagers will then take a look at that and show the artist and all of us some of the wonderful places in Bulgaria. And this is going to be everything from nature to cultural places, historical places, and some of the wonderful things that Bulgaria has to offer. Do you like this year's postcard concept? Again, let us know down below. We also have some more music from Bulgaria, because a few weeks ago Bulgaria held their national final to decide their singer. The winner was Gabriela Torasova, and now she also has a song. The song, which on English means the color of hope, is the song that Bulgaria will be represented with when they're singing on home soil in this year's Junior Eurovision. Not only is the song sung by Gabriela, but she will also be joined on stage by Ivan Stovanov, who came second in the Bulgarian national final. Last year Bulgaria came second with the song Planet of the Children, and that is the reason why the show is in Bulgaria this year. Will they be able to do even better than that? Well, there's only about a month until we find out. And the last news from Bulgaria is that we now have the music video for this year's common song, #Discover.
Discover the love that's inside your heart. Remember your heart is where dreams start.
The song #Discover, which was presented a couple weeks ago, now has its official music video. The music video contains clips of Krysia singing the song in the studio, but it also shows places throughout Bulgaria and some of the wonderful events that was held as preparation for this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest. #Discover is not only the theme song for this year's show, but it's also the common song, meaning that in the grand final, we will see all this year's participants on stage singing the song together. And finally, we have the last piece of news, because we now also have a music video for Slovenia's entry. A couple weeks ago, Lina won the national selection Mini EMA in Slovenia, and the song she won with now also has a music video. Something else that's also noticeable is that the song now has a couple of English lyrics into it, just like we saw in the Slovenian entry last year. Slovenia participated in the Junior Eurovision Song Contest for the very first time last year. Last year they decided internally, but this year it was up to the public to decide who should represent Slovenia in Bulgaria. There we go, that was all the news I have for this week. Now let's get to some trivia. Making a show like the Junior Eurovision Song Contest is a big task. There's a lot of people who are involved with a production like this. And of course, on the big night, we see all the wonderful singers on stage, we see all the young performers from all the countries, but we always need someone who can guide us, someone who can help us along and tie everything together. That is of course the host, and the Junior Eurovision Song Contest have had many hosts over the years. There has been 25 hosts since the first ever Junior Eurovision Song Contest back in 2003. Most of the time it's been 2 presenters on stage, just like we were used to in the good old days of the Eurovision. However, a couple times we've seen 3 3 hosts, and last year there was only 1 host when the show was held in Malta. Out of these 25 hosts who have been on the Junior Eurovision stage, there has actually only been 2 of them who were young enough to actually participate in the Junior Eurovision themselves. In 2006 in Romania, we saw the first ever kid host, and in 2009 when the show was held in Kiev in Ukraine, we also had a kid who was helping out in the green room. Now there can be a lot of different reasons why the broadcasters chooses the host that they have. Sometimes the broadcaster has already a well-established kids show, and maybe from there they will take the hosts. Sometimes it's also just the host who have been hosting the national final that will take on the big stage in Junior Eurovision, and that has been the case for a couple years. Out of all the hosts in Junior Eurovision, there's only been 2 hosts who have been able to present the show twice. And funny enough, those are the 2 countries that have been in charge of organizing the show twice. Those countries being Ukraine and the Netherlands. Now it has yet to be revealed who will be hosting the Junior Eurovision this year. Earlier this year it was speculated that it might be Nina from the well-known American TV show Pretty Little Liars, who is actually born in Bulgaria, who might be presenting the show. The Bulgarian broadcaster hasn't denied these rumors yet. However, it might be a little bit harder to get an American superstar to host the show. Maybe they'll just go for the same host that they have in the national final. Hopefully they will announce the host within the next couple weeks. Who would you like to host Junior Eurovision this year? Or maybe you have an idea for someone who would be really good at hosting a Junior Eurovision in the future. We would love to know all your suggestions. Alright, now let's listen to the song of the week. And this time we aren't going that many years back. We're going back to 2011 and Russia. Katya and her song Romeo and Juliet represented Russia in the Junior Eurovision in 2011, when it was held in Yerevan in Armenia. Katya is a notable singer because she is the first singer who was allowed to represent her country twice. The first time she represented Russia was in 2009, and she was granted special permission from the EBU after she won the Russian national selection in 2011. So far, only 2 artists have been able to represent their country twice, and usually it's not something that the EBU wants, but who knows, rules can change, and we might see more returning artists in the future. There we go, that is all I have for DailyPlus this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like and a favorite, and of course click subscribe button for more shows like this and exclusive interviews. And if you want a bunch more Eurovision news than what I've already told you, then remember to check our website esc-plus.com. We post all the latest news as soon as it comes out. And if you want some more from me, I have a show called #Pigtails. It's currently under a little bit of development. Some new things are gonna happen to the show that I can present in the future. But until then, go subscribe to that as well if you want to see more from me. But that's all I have for today. See you next week.